Cool. Okay, welcome everyone. We'll kick off. As you all know, I'm sure, we just stopped last week where you were wending your way through the swamps, walking towards or through a corpse of some sort of huge flying beast. And when you got within 5 feet, all of these worms erupted out. Now, they didn't surprise you, and you didn't surprise them. But the point at which they all burst out or start wriggling them sufficient that you notice them is when someone is 5 foot away, and where they are in this sort of shape on the shoulders and that the neck. There's 2 points on the neck there, where one where it's attached to the body and one where it's attached to the head, and effectively out of the mouth come all these writhing worms and a couple of really large ones with tentacles at the front. We have rolled initiative, and Xanaphia, you are first. You're sort of knee deep in water. You were sort of skirting the pond, but not going too deep in it, trying to keep off the main path.
None of us can see the initiative, by the way. We can only see main of the enemies.
Oh yeah.
I'll close it and reopen it and see what happens.
Might have to mute myself a couple of times. My dog decided right now is the time to bark.
Yeah. I'm still getting
No, it's just that. It's just the same. Are they on different layers?
No, it's just the turn order. There's no options for it. Xanaphia. We'll re-roll initiative. We'll see how this initiative goes, but I'll just run through the list. Xanaphia.
I'm gonna be afraid. I'm gonna be very afraid, and I'm gonna little misty step next to my pal Click.
Okay.
Stump.
That's a bonus action, I believe.
And so this is a writhing mass of like Medusa hair-like type.
No, they look like giant leeches, probably a foot long, and there's enough of them that they cover a 10-foot square.
Wowzers.
They're
And what about
Nope
these
size.
maggot-looking jobby heads?
Much larger, probably the size of a dog, just for the one worm, and it's got little legs on it like a centipede with tentacles at the front.
Wow. Okay. I'll do my 2 attacks on him.
Okay, this guy here.
Was it 3?
Yeah, 3 attacks.
Yeah.
We're doing one at a time, just in case you finish him off with your first one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so... sneak attack as well, because he's next to an ally? That's really nice.
He is, yes.
So... Here we go. Right. First attack. It's 26.
26 is a hit. Punches it pretty easily.
Sneak attack. So that's 9 plus 9 plus 5. So that's 14? No, 24.
24?
23.
First hit. 23.
23.
Boom, big 23. Takes about a third of his health off. Punches straight through. Take your second shot.
Second attack. Is it 26 again?
I'm making funny faces here. I've got a cold coffee. That's a hit.
Oh, yuck. That's 11 piercing.
Okay.
Oh, and sneak attacks only once a turn.
Once a turn, yeah.
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 Done.
Okay, and that's another 11.
Yeah, so I
How's
just
he looking?
I just took 11 off. Was that
going,
your
yeah?
second attack? So yeah, he'll need your third.
Yeah. Third attack. Dum-dum-dum.
15.
26. Love it. Oh no,
Okay.
15.
Yep.
And that's an extra 8.
Okay. All right. So he looks.
And with my movement,
Oh yeah, still got 30 foot if you want to
I might just move back a little bit more.
scooch back.
I'm gonna go to King of Indecision. I'm just gonna head back a little bit more to this little island here.
Okay, you're in a gap between two lagoons. You're on sort of dry land, swampy land, but
Oh, okay.
you're not moving at half. Once you get into the water, it's half speed. Okay, so these guys go, and these worms try to writhe in your direction, Luciene. What is your armor class?
18.
18. Okay, they as a group get a hit, but what happens is this one here sort of moves to be writhing at your feet. So if you see them all here,
I can't see Luciene anymore. It's just worms.
okay. One more, but yeah. So while there's thousands of these worms all surrounding you, probably 5 foot on the side, that you manage to, like they're trying to bite you, but they're sort of biting on the metal shin pads of your feet, and the thigh armor. Any that start to squeeze through, you're scraping them off or knocking them off with your shield. So they're struggling a little in that way. These 3 big ones just sort of wriggle their way through.
No.
Yes, you're a bit hard to see there. Basically, you're sort of thigh deep in worms at the moment. And
This is the most disgusting thing.
and these try to attack as well. Now they have tentacles, so that they are getting multiple attacks, but it's not like you don't roll a hit for every tentacle. It's effectively like two strikes. Okay, so the first one's miss, and miss. So they're all flailing away at you with these sort of floppy tentacles. None of them landing on your skin. You're armoured enough, and with the large shield strapped to your wrist, nothing gets through. So
I don't have my shield on the moment. I'm just smacking them away like
okay.
no.
But your armor class you gave was not counting the shield then?
That was not counting the shield.
Yeah, great. Okay, so nothing.
With the shield.
So nothing hit you. They're all just chewing on metal leg armor. Click, where are you? You're up the back there. Do you see what's going on? You see sort of Luciene drowning in worms.
I will happily take a fireball right now. Just get these off of me.
Oh, yes, fire, yes, fire.
Oh no, what have I said?
I've got that necklace of fireballs, don't I?
You do, yep, if you're carrying it.
Oh no.
How many?
What
is it for a fireball?
It's 1 beat, I think.
1 bead for a fireball, but if you want to grab a handful off and chuck them all, every one adds a level to the level of the fireball spell.
Auntie, can we see more of the map? Because we should have like 12 squares and some of us longer.
Yeah, we can't see any. 12 squares away, you can see more. More swamp. Whoops, hang on, I'll
It just
pan back
allows
out.
us to decide if we want to move somewhere. We'd like to know where.
Are you talking about Fog of War?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't see more than 3. I can't see more than 3 squares. in front of
Okay,
me.
there you go.
Thank you.
If from the sounds of things, will be off this map shortly. Click. Come on, you got 6 seconds. What are you going to do?
Yeah, necklace of fireballs. So what am I getting out of it?
You can pluck a bead off and throw it, and where it lands, a 20-foot radius fireball is going to explode.
Okay. And it's a 3rd level fireball spell or equivalent?
And that's right. So 8d6.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess we're gonna pop it. Is it 20 square foot? Just getting all of the wormy things as best as possible. So if it's got like 20 foot.
Okay.
There would get.
Yep. If you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Are you going to make sure that you miss Dibex? He's the one that's probably right on the edge of if you have a sphere.
Yes, I am aiming to miss Dibex.
Okay, cool. So
I'm aiming to miss Dibex.
Okay, so roll your damage.
Sorry, Lucian.
Wait, I was just kidding. Oh no!
It wasn't even good.
So how did you go? Is that 20 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think I rolled pretty decent on that deck save though.
Hang on. There we go. So one of these large worms dies from that. 2 of the others get. Oops. Bear with me. Injured, but not critically so. But the swarms are completely incinerated.
Whoa.
You're welcome.
Everything burns!
Whoops.
And Lucian, however, you need to roll a saving throw for the spell as well.
I did. 18.
Oh, sorry, so 10 damage.
Ow!
Yes, Dibex. You have got toasty eyebrows, but otherwise looking at all these crispy worms.
Alright, I'm going to, Eldritch Blast. So, both of the worms, does one seem more injured than the other?
No, they're pretty much still fairly healthy.
Evenly crispy.
Yes.
Alright,
toasted.
I'll chuck an Eldritch Blast. Actually, I can't remember if I used Hex last week or not. Yeah, I would have. So I'll move the Hex onto this one here, and then Eldritch Blast it.
Okay. Hex, I'll just do the old Hexarene. There we go. Oh. Vicar, I just muted you for a second. I'm still getting this vacuum cleaner thing.
So the first bolt hits armor class 21, does 13 force damage and 2 necrotic.
Okay.
And then the second one, armor class 22, hits for 8. Oh, is that right? 8? It's for 8 force and 6 necrotic.
Okay. So,
how's it looking?
2 massive blasts go in. He's badly injured. Lots of.
Give him, what do you call it?
Lots of
give him
wounds all over the
disadvantage
place.
to dexterity checks.
Okay.
And then I'm going to back up.
Okay. You can move yourself.
Done.
Okay. Lucian, what's your yellow square thing that you've got there?
My aura protection.
Okay. That's supposed to be round, just so you know, I think.
Yeah, my bad. I just fixed it then.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Just then fixed it.
However, this is Dibex, Gerard. Dibex, it's you that's giving me the vacuum cleaner sort of sounds, so I've muted you just after you finished your turn, so jump in on the chat if you want me to unmute before then. But everyone else will be able to hear you. Yeah, Lucian.
Alright, I'm going to
Good right now.
stab this one once it's been hunter's marked.
Okay.
So if I can bring it down. Armor class 22 to hit,
Easy to hit.
and that will be 15 points.
15?
15 points of slashing.
Okay, it's still alive,
Yes.
but barely.
Alright. With both hands, I will take one more swing.
Okay.
Actually, no, I've already got this all nicely set up. I'm not going to change this. Just one more hand again.
Yep.
That's a crit.
Hey!
For 17 points of damage.
Okay, that kills it.
Yes! Alright. I'm going to actually save my spell slots, unlike what I did last week, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, cool. I'm just switching Dibex back on just to test it. We'll give it a try. You're off mute here, and we'll just kick on and monitor it. So, top of the round. Round 2, Xanaphia. You've got green...
Hold a second. Where's Maynard? Maynard hasn't had a chance.
Oh, Maynard can go.
Maynard gets no turn, filthy devil.
Yeah.
Alright, so he flies... I can't move him, so he flies past...
Just ping where you want him to be.
He fly... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll put him on top of Luciene.
Okay. Done. Xanaphia. Oh, now I've got no sound. So I'm resetting. Reconnect. No. Hello?
You guys are really soft now.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. Your feedback's there, but it's just a bit lower. Like,
Okay, normal programming resumes. My internet dropped out completely.
Well, bugger.
So if you can hear me, Xanaphia, you're up, top of 2.
Go, Sniff.
Okay. Second round. Is it just this one little guy left up
There is, yeah.
Seems
here?
so.
where I'm pinging?
Yep.
Oh, I feel sorry for him now. Really, just come along and killed all his friends,
No.
ruined his dinner.
Exactly.
As a pet, do you?
Yeah, I actually kind of almost do.
How's your animal handling?
But Xanaphia wouldn't, so I shouldn't really. All right. Well, yep. It's a standard issue. First attack's coming in. Let's send him in to a better place.
Okay,
17.
Yeah, and you do
First attack.
17 damage, is that right? Oath
No,
bow?
17 armor class, 5 piercing, plus sneak attack, which is going to land any plus 8, so that's 5 plus 8 for the first attack.
What am I missing here? Looking at the chat, you rolled a 20. It's a crit, or is that something else? Oh, okay. No, sorry, my mistake. I'm looking at your first dice roll.
Oh, scroll
Right.
down a bit more.
Yeah. That was the very first dice roll of the session. Okay, so 8 damage. Okay, it twitches a little from that.
Yeah,
Second shot.
plus 5. So there's 5 piercing from the
Oh yeah. Okay.
from the second shot. First shot is 5 piercing plus 8. That's my first shot.
Okay, done.
And
Second attack.
gone.
No, he's still there.
Second attack. Yep,
Okay.
it's landing. 14 armor class.
That hits. Very squishy, wormy things. Easy to hit. Easy to hit.
12 piercing.
Okay. Twitches again in pain from
That's
this arrow burying itself into its pulpy, fleshy side.
And I'll take
Movement.
I wonder if I'll just stay there, and I'll just stay there.
Okay. Okay, this thing sort of tunnels down into the neck of this corpse, giving Luciene a free strike.
Don't. No. Slash. I mean, 24 to hit.
Yep, you hit it.
17 points of slashing. Just jam it down on him.
Okay,
Luciene
you
the Destroyer.
almost chop it in half, but it's the half that doesn't think, and the rest of the legs crawl in, and this thing sort of tunnels into the flesh of this creature.
Ugh.
And it's gone.
It's okay, we'll just set the whole corpse on fire.
Yeah. He's gone back to the pub to go and get his mates, isn't he? That's what's happened.
But seriously, what's above my head? I'm just gonna start like waving my hands above my head.
Is there anything noticeable about this corpse besides it being a dragon? Like, is there a shield, or is that just like part of the picture?
No, this is part of the picture. Ignore that. Just it's a giant
I don't know.
thing that looked like it was decapitated and fell out of the sky. There's a crater, sort of. It's a big indentation in the swamp.
Alright. So there's nothing for us to loot, basically.
No gear that you can see.
I wouldn't have thought so. Dragon scale.
Is it
Dragon
dragon?
teeth.
I have no clue what this is.
Can we take a tooth out? I'm sure dragon tooths have some valuable proproperties.
Yeah,
Dragon? I honestly don't know.
you can have
Never
a
seen one.
take a bit of time, but yeah, you could hack out a tooth if you wanted to.
I'd like to hack out a tooth.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm down for that. I want a tooth.
all right.
Teeth
Alright,
for
well,
everyone.
while you two mutilate the corpse, I'll keep watch.
Okay.
Oh, it's a dragon. Yeah.
But seriously, what is that above my head?
You sense fiends.
It better not be you, Maynard.
All right.
Does Vicar join us at this point?
Why?
What are you
Yeah,
talking
Vicar's here. Oh, I see. He's not on the screen. Is that right? Let me see. General.
Forgot his staff and was
True.
got his staff and went back to get it.
There he is. This little gnome comes huffing up behind you.
Ugh. Hello.
What do you want to do? The sound is completely buggered today.
Oh. Well,
God.
what do you want?
I didn't
Open
own
a can of
anything.
worms.
I opened proxy by being too close.
Auntie, can I send Maynard ahead, just sort of at the bottom of the screen, to have a general squiz around?
Yeah, sure. He scouts ahead, and a couple of minutes
Sort of the
later.
northwest
Yep. The
West
direction.
corner.
Yeah, the direction that you're trying to travel to get to the centre of the swamp. And comes back and says it's more of the same. I can give you a picture of what you see through his eyes. Just one moment.
You know, I honestly might have a feeling that this dragon we're supposed to be looking for is definitely going to be guarded by something disgusting.
And maybe worm-like.
Actually, that looks quite lovely.
Do you think whatever was guarding this place killed this dragon?
You think
I was
Yoda?
thinking the same one, like a nice.
Just be aware, fog wall is still on at the whole, like the 1/3 of the screen at the bottom.
Oh, I'll ask. I'll say to the shell. Say, Gargoth, would you like to vent some steam? And I'm just going to point him in the direction of the neck hole of the head, and invite him to let off some fireballs or whatever. Please be my.
I start moving back. No, no, not another one.
Dibley, excuse me.
There you go. There's nothing really to see. It's just this is the only thing on this whole map that looks like something that's not swamp.
Or over here.
Sorry? No. I'm just saying. I was just doing a reveal area, so it's when you. It wasn't that there's anything hidden on the screen that you haven't discovered yet. I'm just revealing the whole lot.
We probably shouldn't be. We probably shouldn't be taking too long getting those teeth out. Didn't the other demons back there? Are they still under Click's hypnotic pattern?
No, I finished them all.
No, that
Should
would be gone.
no problem.
Oh, very good work.
Nice work.
No,
Alright.
nice work to you guys.
So we head what, northwest and southwest? Is that
Yep.
the direction?
I'll just give Vicar. Can you just do a
Should we take
persuasion
that
roll?
that bridge.
Sure. Be good.
I'm going to use 10 lay on hands to heal myself a little bit.
Okay, you don't get a response.
Your loss.
Yes.
Keep it pent up inside.
Meanwhile, I think Dibex is trying to form a conga line to the north.
South?
South. The direction you're going.
Yep.
Please just get out of here.
Okay.
I am
I
shifting to go.
All right.
I assumed I've already got my tooth, so I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm gonna find burnt leeches in my armor for the next week.
Leeches get the.
Okay. Gather together as
They really don't.
Whoop. I'm just going to gather you all together so I can
Tell me the
select
story.
all the icons.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you each of you want horses, I have this ring of spell storing. I could find steed in there for you if you want a horse.
Oh.
Vicar's hit points have disappeared, or they weren't there before.
Let me get back to you on that. I would like a companion.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
usually quite nice, and they're actually
Puppy.
quite smart, all things considered. Maybe you want a camel? An elk?
I think I
Mastiff.
want a puppy.
A mastiff, okay.
A nightmare camel.
It's a
No.
nightmare camel.
I will take a mastiff.
Yeah, not possibly could work. Possibly might be able to make it look like different horses. Not different horses, different dogs, but I've honestly never tried.
Oh, I understand. A more experienced caster can manipulate the spell more freely, but if you only have horses, okay.
Well, that's what I usually use anyway. I don't
We
want to.
try.
Fair enough.
Your
I did summon
magic
him once
is
as a mastiff. It was kind of interesting.
your magic is growing wonderfully, Advocate.
I'm surprised it is. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time.
I wonder where it comes from.
Also, there's crows down here.
You should be getting a new map coming up, if people can't see it.
We got Darkness for
Yeah,
now.
Dogger was one, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I just
and
come
remember, we can see quite far.
Okay.
Fog's rolling in.
Let me reveal some space. Problem is your icons are not showing up either right now, so
Got it.
paste.
Oh, more swamp. Fun, happy days.
Yeah.
It's a swamp party.
Seems a little slow with just cutting and pasting. I'm trying to
Pardon me.
objects and tokens.
Yeah, I can only see a small square area on the left-hand side of the screen.
Yeah. Just trying to pick a space to plonk you all down.
Plunk us down, almighty plunker.
Yes. Paste. Ah, here we go. You're all coming up now.
Right.
Hey.
Okay, now that everyone...
Just to let you know, Anthony, again, though, Vicar's hit points aren't there anymore.
Vicar,
I am tip top.
I'll just do a bit of a...
Thank you.
C, visible to... And your name is... Cool. Can you see that now? No, I can't even see your nameplate. Okay. Can you see it now? Is it
Yeah.
a happy place?
Absolutely.
I'll just reveal a bit more for you.
Happy place.
Yep.
So that... Yeah, and can we reveal... Oh, there, wow, that's way better.
I'm gonna let my dog inside now.
Ooh. Okay, do a bit of narration here.
He was upset I kicked him out of the room. He was being too loud.
Ah. Okay, so you get to probably another half hour through the swamp. It starts to get quite a bit more water, less land, so that you're really sort of having to pick your pathway through all this. I'll give you a bit of a scene of this one.
As we inch forward, can we keep a head out, a lookout, all of us, for what's going on?
Yeah,
Like if there's
definitely.
anything hidden
Yep.
going to jump and eat us.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Okay.
It's-
I'm rolling.
You can hear the sounds of beasts
Man, 27. Bring it.
in the distance. There's plenty of life around here, but mostly they're either insects or worms and grubs and stuff. The stuff that you would find the lowest order of the food chain. But you think, Xanaphia, you can see that there might be a bit of a trail that you can follow, where other creatures might have come along here before.
Oh, yes. Is that like a survival roll, or are we just going to have it?
That was just your perception.
Notice there's a trail up there.
Or is it part of my perception?
Yep.
Cool. I say to the group, it seems to be some kind of traffic along here. I'd keep my eyes open if I was you. There's a trap just up ahead on yonder.
Like a snail trail?
Well,
Yeah.
It's a paper trail.
I guess, better than
If you want to specifically
Better than
look for
standing
tracks and things, you can do a survival roll. But you've definitely found a path.
Yeah, go on, let's do it. Go with
I
what
can
you know.
I can guidance you if you can have a look.
Yep.
No, you already done it. Nope.
One.
You can still add a guidance in, that's fine. Hey! Alright.
1.
2.
22.
Well, this was a DC 22, but just to make Dibex's guidance.
Ha!
That's a hell of a DC.
Okay, so you detect that
Alright,
it
so
doesn't.
we
It
follow
doesn't look like this path has been made, you know, in the same way as jungle trails or with machetes or things like that. It's just because this way is not as swampy. Creatures all tend to pick the same path if they know where to go. But you do spot the odd footprint here and there, and the notable ones that you spot, other than ones that look like, you know, sort of imp type size, little claws, giant lizards maybe, are these quite large 3-toed clawed feet. Put a sort of ogre sized.
That's the one. That's the one we follow.
Yeah, I definitely say we follow that. And analysing them, I changed my boots to match those footprints.
Okay.
Because why not? If you've got a magical item, you may as well use it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, we travel along, but we also keep an eye out for things to eat us.
Okay. I'm just
I
going to
think
do
I
a bit
dropped
of
my dread helm somewhere.
objects and tokens. Select. Okay, I'm just moving you as a bunch, not worrying too much about. So you're moving along, picking your way along here. Find your way across.
That's really cool.
Just revealing.
We're into the fog of war.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm onto it. Okay, you. As soon as I reveal fog of war, I can no longer pick anything. Okay, you get to about here, and you're about to cross across to this sort of this direction. When Xanaphia, you spot ahead of you what looks like dry land, but sludgy or watery, probably a sinkhole of some sort. The
Like quicksand?
Yeah, quicksand or mud pit or something like that. You could jump in for a bit of a skin
I just
treatment.
put my hand out and like...
Where
It might take another
quicksand?
it might take another survival check to scout it out, given that this is a new area that you're in now.
Alright.
Yep. I
But
do that. Here we go.
Okay.
Dum 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 dum.
Got a guidance.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay. So you safely navigate your way towards one of these trees.
Never fear,
my
Gerard
friends,
is here.
I am extremely light. I weigh roughly exactly 40 pounds. So
Over in
perhaps
this-
I can lead.
Oh yeah. So you sort of all scooch over this sort of way, with Vicar tiptoeing, and manage to skirt your way around it. So around this tree back here where the ping is, that's almost surrounded by quicksand, and you manage to scooch your way past it.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Never fear, Gerard is here.
I take.
We'll be a little.
Isaac, hi.
Hello.
Now, I don't see your icon. I might need to drag you back onto the screen here. Journal, where are you? Gerard. Are you on the screen?
That's just
No.
just getting the disgustingly crisp leeches out of my armor. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
He's on the other map. Oh, there he is now. But his hit points aren't showing again.
Don't worry about it. I'll cut and paste it. I can't be bothered. I'll go and grab it again. Oh, I see. He must have been out of the cut and paste. Copy. And happy days. Although you are showing up as a little injured, Gerard, Mr. Sinclair. Okay.
Yeah, that was from last try.
Okay. All right.
You're eating a ration at a time like this.
Well, I mean, I would. Did we have a long rest? No, we just.
No.
I got damaged by those undead. Remember?
Yeah. Very. You got a bit of healing.
Yeah.
Okay. The swamp ahead of you, as you carry on, probably another 20 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. It feels like a long time, but you're pretty certain that it's just a real slog making your way through this swamp. Xanaphia, you feel a crunch under your feet, and looking down, you actually see that the ground, bizarrely, is covered in frost.
Wow, but it doesn't feel any colder?
Well, maybe a bit of a chill in the air. But it's definitely not Avernus style, hellish, walking around in a furnace all day.
Yeah, this is very out of place.
Yeah,
What
I would
the
say
hell is this?
yeah.
we could be heading in the right direction. One thing starts to go untoward like this is usually a sign we're either on the right track or very much the wrong track.
Hopefully it's the right one.
You say carry on, crunching your way through what is really just a thin layer of frozen water, and your boots sort of crunch through it as you walk along. You can tell that other creatures have trodden this.
Can I roll like stealth to try and do it quietly?
Yes.
Just so I'm not like, hey everyone, guess where we are.
Yep.
Can I do like a nature check or something? Maybe to see if the frost is natural.
Yeah. Do a nature check if you.
That was a 25.
Nice.
Did anyone want me to?
What you can do is, if you
Did
want.
anyone want me to go on and look ahead?
It's up to you. If you think it's safe enough.
I'm just jumping back to the chat.
Yes. The day I lose confidence in my abilities is the day I die in Avernus.
Okay. All right. So.
Let me
Patch on
I
the
can
shoulder and
report
give you a guidance.
Yep.
Good luck.
So I'll try and sort of come forwards a bit more. Maybe.
15 on a check.
Okay.
More, yes.
So you think that this is a unnatural effect. It's not like, obviously you wouldn't get frozen swamp normally, and it's not tundra, which would probably be when you would expect it. And it doesn't project downward into the soil very far, so it's more like it's a spread across the ground, like a creeping chill. And it doesn't really feel, it feels a little bit cooler in the air, so probably...
Almost like, see, I'm thinking... Right.
Okay. There's an
degree or so.
Well, a few degrees. It's definitely feeling a little cooler. And as you go ahead, Xanaphia, you feel the temperature drop. And you see...
Can I send Can I send Maynard to the northwest corner just to have a squiz around?
Sure.
I can hear the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's gone now. Okay, so Xanaphia.
I can still hear it, but Wayne, I was wondering if your headset's any... Yep.
You end up...
Man.
The ice gets so thick that you start to get to the point where you're walking on it. And you're now walking on frozen swamp, and the temperature has dropped significantly. Like you're walking around in a fridge. And you see the pathway that you're on still leads to this ancient dead tree, and you can see the tree, the picture that's in front of you on screen. I think everyone should be able to see it.
Is
and you
it
can
looking thing here?
No, it's a handout.
See?
Show to players. And it's probably, I don't know, 5 stories tall, 30 feet across, and it looks like it's completely hollow and collapsed at some stage from the top down, with dead roots grasping it from beneath. However, the whole tree looks frozen, without being covered in frost or anything, but it's completely frozen solid. I don't know if anyone can see that or not.
Do you think it's in the prison then?
What is this?
Can we do some sort of check, like an arcana or some sort of religion thing or whatever, to determine what sort of tree it is or what sort of effect is happening?
It looks like a tree that you would find in a swamp. So one of those, not in a swamp, but in a rainforest. Definitely not one that you would find in tundra or frozen landscapes. So the ice is some other effect.
Is like source.
Yeah, it feels like the tree is the source of the
Ice
cold.
is unrelated.
Yeah, the tree is the source of the cold.
Whatever happens next, at the end we destroy this, right?
I'm
I
inclined to
think so.
agree.
This,
You want to kill a tree?
I am no fan of magical cold. Uh,
I do, but maybe that'll be a refreshing change.
But is it the tree that's causing the cold?
it seems so. I mean, I could. I that's the feeling. Yeah.
You're
But
still
let's.
you're still a fair way off from it. And there's this
About an arcana,
yeah.
just an arcana check to see if we think Vicar can dispel the cold, or if this cold looks to be something that is some kind of weapon. Because I'm thinking either it's just part of the prison or whatever torture is happening in Celestial, or it's some kind of trap where
No, it's an effect.
you walk in there and the cold will assault us somehow.
You haven't gotten close enough
but-
yet.
That's fine.
You haven't got close enough yet
Yeah.
to determine the source.
Mm.
Can I run up and as close as I need to Arcana check it?
Sure.
While Vicar's doing that, can I just see the state of the tracks? Like, do the monster tracks, or sorry, do the animal tracks lead still through? Are there fresh tracks? No tracks? Do they avoid it?
Yeah. So
Is there
the
dead creatures in his wake? Like,
so I'll get firstly Vicar. You do an Arcana check, and then we'll do a survival for Xanaphia.
Cool. How close to the tree do I have to get to do that?
Close enough to inspect it for runes and things. So say 10, 15 feet away. Xanaphia's with you.
Check my check my tree dictionary.
Okay.
Flip it open to the right page.
All right.
Page 26.
Okay, you guys do it like a boss. Xanaphia says, here is the trail. Everything walks along this trail and crunches the ice, and it's refrozen such that I can see some sweat in the shape of many clawed prints and dirt from footprints that's then been frozen over. Again, these large three-toed claws and many smaller, both human-sized and tiny creatures. And there's a lot of them coming and going. This definitely sees a fair bit of traffic. There's signs that some of these creatures just at the base of the tree, the footprints just appear, and so you deduce that they are landing from the indentation they make with their first steps, because the following steps aren't as indented into the ice, making as many cracks or whatever. So you can tell that there's flying creatures, definitely as part of these fiendish footprints. Vicar, your Arcana check. You can detect that there is an arcane blue light. It shows as blue to you. The others might not quite notice it because it's very faint, but it's coming from within the tree, and there's clearly a hole that leads into the tree through the roots, and there's a tunnel descending.
Well, I'm a pretty small boy.
Oh boy.
That's a very fair way of saying.
Yeah, no, I think I'll say. I'll say. Keep it up. Give me a sign. Shout if you guys see anything dangerous out here. I'm going in.
Okay.
What does he mean by he's going? Oh, he's going into the tree.
You just see like the bottom half of a gnome trying to squeeze through this little hole in the roots. Legs kicking.
Xanaphia hides a smile behind her knuckles as your little legs go wiggling into a hole.
I think I better leave the shield outside. It probably won't fit through the hole.
Oh no, an ogre could walk through this hole.
Oh, okay.
It's big.
Yeah, I just looked on the picture. Then there's a little like human next to it, so you can actually notice how big it is.
You can see the
Oh,
size
really?
of it.
Can
Yeah.
you share the picture again?
You should see it in player handouts in the journal.
Oh, cool.
Can you see it, or
Yes, my gnomish eyes, they see some magic.
I'm just going down there. Hang on.
Dreadmire Descent. That's the one you're looking.
yeah, Diremire Descent.
It's the very top one. Diremire.
You are in Diremire Pit.
Yeah. Avernus.
I may see a slightly different view to you as to where you see things because I've got other handouts ready. I've put in all.
Oh, here we are, at the top. Yeah, Diremire Pit. Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Cool. Oh, yeah, that's massive.
Are the rest of you following Vicar through this tunnel?
Well, realizing how big it is, yes, I will. Leaving
Okay.
by himself sounds
Little backup
Yeah,
noise, yes.
Yeah.
a little bit silly.
You've got a bit of a lead on him,
Yeah,
Vicar,
right where
and
we're going.
Xanaphia's right there, but you descend through, you squeeze your way, no, you don't squeeze your way through, you just sort of sashay through, and there's no steps as such, but it's a frozen earthy floor, large tunnel, roots making archways around it, and it sort of spirals, not in a very clear spiral, but twists and turns its way down.
I mean, it's nice to see something like this for a change, but I don't have a good feeling. Let's make an attempt at being quiet moving forward, huh?
Yeah, I agree.
Guidance on myself.
Okay.
But yeah, no, let's keep going for sure.
All right.
I'll actually also pop a detect magic, which will last 10 minutes,
Okay.
and I'll just cast it.
Um,
So if anything within... Yeah.
all right. You walk probably for about half an hour descending. As it goes lower and lower, you eventually goes into solid rock rather than soil, and the ice forms thicker and thicker on the walls. Eventually you can't see the rock or the soil, and you're walking in what is like a frozen landscape. And I've got another handout to show you. We won't use a map at this stage, but you're walking through ice with a soft blue glow. Show to everyone.
Oh wow, that's quite nice. Let's just stay here. Oh man, that's amazing.
You say amazing. I
Only
say
evil
cramped.
could survive this.
I barely like underground tunnels as it is.
You can hear the trickle of water, and there is the water where the ice is sort of melting up above, sort of forms a bit of a frozen slushy going past your feet, and you are starting to feel the effects of cold.
Cup my hands, just.
Yeah. I'm thinking more wet boots, and it being
Wait, this doesn't work. I'm wearing metal gauntlets.
0 degrees, and you're in metal. Yep. You do
That dragon had fur.
You do have your sleeping gear, so your sleeping mats and blankets and things that you would normally camp in. So you could wrap that around yourself, at least so long as you're not in combat, and sort of get a bit of protection from the cold in that way.
Oh, this has just dawned on me what this is. Is this, I don't know if I have to make a roll for it, but do you, and I say this aloud
Yep.
as Xanaphia, I said, there is that, there's that other plane of, there's many planes to hell, and one is a frozen wasteland from my research. Do you think this is a...
There's 2 frozen ones.
Oh shit.
Do you think this is a crossover?
Like
To a
Stygia.
different...
Stygia of them. I don't remember what the other one is.
Whip
No,
around
yeah,
wide-eyed. I'm like, you're a genius, Xanaphia. Oh my god.
That actually would make sense with how far down we're going.
I
But
feel sick.
oh,
We're in so much trouble.
I think from here on it's going to only get much, much, much colder. We aren't super prepared, but I'm keen to press on.
I'm gonna
So-
I'm gonna pull out like a... What have I got? I've got a spare change of clothes, so I'm gonna pull out like a piece of cloth and wrap it around my face so you can just see my eyes and like hide my face,
Okay.
and warm up a bit.
Okay, try and improvise cold weather gear as best you can. Put your socks on your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, you carry on,
grab my
probably
bedroll and wrap it around me.
probably for another half an hour, walking quite gingerly. I'll give everyone a Constitution saving throw.
If you're within +4.
I am within 15 feet of you, definitely.
Good.
This will be terrible.
+2. Okay, that's the... No.
Okay.
Good roll.
Everyone shrugs it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is metal armor. It's very cold.
Yeah, Mr. Encased in armour. Gerard's finding a lot of the water, this slushy water, has seeped into the links of his armour, and is freezing there. And he's got one level of exhaustion, starts to go a little bit vague, and yeah. So that's a disadvantage to ability checks.
Oh no.
I'm gonna pull out a torch and like try to light it, and then hand it to Gerard.
That's a good idea.
There's not much breeze down here, so this should keep you warm for a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you, dear.
So you're going to hang on to a torch and what, your mace in the other hand, or is that how it works? Or just keep your mace on your side somewhere?
Yeah, I don't really need my move. I don't.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while this is about another half hour of travel, and it starts to open out, and I've got another one.
It's for about an hour, so you should be okay for a bit. Ooh, Ice Cavern. Where did you get these pictures from, by the way? They're beautiful.
Yeah, they are. It reminds me a bit of Alien, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say these.
It's a little organic. Organic.
It's very pretty, but
Yeah.
it's beautiful. But my fear of enclosed spaces is making me also nervous.
Yes. So this opens out, and
Well, fear. It's more like mild discomfort.
now who's Vicar? You've been at the front. I'm just using marching order that we've seen here. Is that still the marching order, as you go through this icy area? Just wanted to make sure.
I would like to drop to the back with that revelation that we might be in studio.
I can go up there if you wish.
Please.
Yeah. I think Paladin and Gerard will bring up the front.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There was the literally injured party that would like to not be in the front.
Oh, please allow me.
I was gonna say I can go first and stealth through, and I can always chat back telepathically.
You know, it's so weird not hearing you repeat back at us with our voices. It's so strange.
Gerard, and I'll tap you, notice you shivering as I switch places in the line and be like, buck up! And 11 hit points.
Oh, thank you. It's almost at full.
And then fall back into line.
Virtually at full. You're full of useful tricks, aren't you?
Alright.
Marching, yeah.
We will go.
Okay. As you go down this, carry on through the tunnel. There's a tunnel at the other end, but at the end of this cavern, there's a doorway. It's stone, but it looks like it will swing fairly easily. Like you can see the hinge and where you would push. Another odd thing is there's a small notice above it. If anyone...
What language?
Yeah, it's written in Infernal, if anyone can read that.
It's not my jam.
Yes. I can.
We've got some infernal
Either.
infernal literate people. It's a small but polite
I
note.
can read Infernal as well.
Okay. Well, you all confer.
I would hope all you who enter.
Yeah. You all confer and agree that this small, polite notice explains that those wishing to pass the threshold must spill the blood of an intelligent creature other than themselves.
How much blood?
Enough to spill.
Because I've got high end. If it's not death, then I'm G. You guys can all go through.
Except us.
Xanaphia looks towards Maynard hungrily. Rubs her hands together and assures herself that it's the cold and not a cunning plan.
Excellent.
Advocate. Paladin. Luciene.
Okay.
Yes.
The steeds you mentioned earlier, They're quite intelligent, are they not?
They are, but if you're... I don't know exactly if it would work.
For the greater good.
I mean, they technically disappear, I think, afterwards. I mean, I can give it a shot. It'll take me a few minutes.
So doesn't this literally just... Doesn't this just mean that you can cut me, someone can cut me, and then we can all go through?
Let me ask you this:
Everyone but
is
us,
it just
wasn't it?
is it just a sign, or is there actually something for that? Actually, is it a ward or a guard that stops it from happening?
Well, why don't you pop your imp through the door and see if anything befalls him?
Imagine the imp is a fiend, so...
Have you got 10 gold pieces on your Vicar that you're willing to give up?
Ooh, I did find some, but it's that Avernus gold. I'm not sure it's any good. But you know, you can just put your hand on the door and pop him through.
Here's a question. It says spill blood, but do you think it means like just spill a little bit of blood, or do you think it means to kill something?
That's what I asked for, and that's why I said, like, you guys could all cut me to get through, and I just need one of you.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Well, Vicar's the smallest, so let's see if you cut just a little bit.
Well, okay, I'll flip out a dagger, I'll hand it to Dibex. Be my guest. I'll hold out my hand.
Yep.
Cuts
All
your
right.
face.
So let's go up closer to the door.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you
Roll.
arrange yourselves. So I've drawn the passage and I've drawn the door.
I would not suggest you touch my armor, otherwise you might lose a finger.
All right,
Roll-
everybody move back, and I'm going to bring Maynard into the extra-dimensional space.
Oh, so he's off? Okay. Everyone else goes back a little.
It's for now. All right.
And Vicar,
Keep
you're...
them within 15 feet.
So I'm just going to do like a.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just going to do like a one hit point worth of damage to Vicar with a knife, and then
Okay.
just like on his hand or arm or something, and he can touch the door.
Okay, so you bleed him out. A bit of blood spills, enough for Vicar's blood to actually drip. And then what?
Flick it all over the door, and I flick it on Dibley's coat.
Dibley.
Okay. And then what? Who's going to try and open the door? Thank you.
Oh, nothing happens.
I'll try open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and there is ice cave beyond.
Does the door remain open, or does?
Yeah.
Shiver me timbers, is someone getting hit with a frying pan?
All right. I give Vicar back the knife, and I hold my arm out.
Okay.
I don't. Well, now you don't want to risk it.
No, the door's open. I'm assuming everybody has to cut themselves.
Well, I'm assuming you're right now, and it's just a sign.
All right. I just walk through then.
Okay. You.
Yeah, you're fine.
Boom. You're through.
Oh.
Vicar, you're standing
I was
there
giving
with a knife in your hand.
I give it.
I will try. I'm going to attempt to pass the door.
Okay. An explosion goes off.
Oh no.
Magic! I exclaim.
That's why I offered you my blood. I thought there'd be I thought it was a whatchamacallit per person.
Okay. It's centered on this area.
Pull the shield in front of my body.
Steady on, Dibex. You were there, and he was here. That's where it goes off.
Oh wait, we're using this as...
Yep, stay there.
I was trying to say before, I keep it within 15 feet of me, but
Don't move.
I put him back where he was.
Let's see, it goes out one... Oh, hang on. Oh, geez, what am I doing? I'm buggering this up. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's going to get you all. So it would blast all the way up here. And all the way down here. Gets all covered in fire. And you need to do a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
on fire!
Yes.
How is the ice cave on fire?
I use my ring of evasion to succeed.
Oh, to
Wait,
save.
sorry, what happened?
A fireball went off.
A fireball went off.
Yep.
Dex save.
I did not pass. Oh, so that one. No idea, actually.
Dibex is like, absorb elements. I'm like, magic ring.
Oh, Dibex.
I'm like, oh no.
Dibex is
I'm gonna
gonna.
use a. Oh, no, never mind.
So let's just scroll up. So Vicar, you've rolled an 18. Xanaphia, 21. Luciene, a 12. And I think Gerard rolled a 3, but then used his ring of evasion to automatically pass the dex check. Click got an 18, and Dibex absorbs, so he gets resistance. But I didn't see. Oh, you got a 6. Okay, so. Alright, so. You need an 18 to save this. So I think a lot of you rolled, I think 2 of you rolled 18s. So for those who saved, for those who saved, all those who are resistant and failed, I think, which is everyone? Luciene, you're the poor chap that takes 20.
I just failed.
Yeah, so Luciene takes 25, everyone else takes 12 damage.
Oh. Alright.
And now there's a little bit of melted water in the bottom here, but otherwise there's a burnt note and some singed people.
Well, at least I'm not cold anymore.
No,
I'm moving way the fuck down the passageway. I do not want to get blown up.
no, okay.
Why was it set off?
I risked it.
Vicar crossed the threshold without...
You only took a quarter of the damage.
Spilling blood.
without spilling the blood of an intelligent
I'm moving
creature.
way down the.
I tell you what, it's definitely devil made. They did what they said.
I'm moving way down the passageway so I don't get blown up by the next person who tries that trick.
Okay, so
My
Xanaphia,
roll's a little burnt.
Xanaphia, what are you going to do? Dibex, you're clearly out of the way. That's cool. I'll just move you off to show.
So having seen what everyone else has done, what was the tried and tested method for not incinerating everyone?
The two guys that know are out of
Dibex cut
earshot.
Vicar's hand and placed it on the door and could go through.
So Dibex cut Vicar's hand and he
was
got
fine.
messed up.
But Vicar went through without cutting someone else's hand and then it went off.
Ah.
So, don't mind me.
It's like, cut my hand, somebody cut my hand. Or if
Oh,
I've got to cut someone's hand.
Yeah, this is very good points. Yeah.
I'm aware that's why my max is 91.
The only way to be sure is for everyone to cut everyone else.
Don't mind me, I'm just going to heal myself a bit more.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna use 10 of my lay on hands to heal myself again.
Okay.
Yeah, so Xanaphia asks Gerard, I said, Gerard, I know it would pain you to do this, but would you please cut me?
Well, that just sounded...
Sure. Yes, I suppose we're going to have to.
I suppose. I know you don't want to. Thank you.
No, I'm very matter of fact about it.
Where are you going to cut?
Xanaphia shakes her hand, like in.
Good question.
Where are you being cut?
Didn't just sort of a slice in the back, perhaps?
I think Xanaphia says, "Cut. Be gentle about it, but cut my neck. Cut my neck. I want a scar on my neck. I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt these hands. These hands are for making money."
Very well then.
Okay. You
Just be
can.
careful, aren't there some veins there?
Okay, roll a d4, Gerard. You don't have to add any proficiency bonus or anything like that, but it's we've got to do enough to spill blood. 2 damage. There you go, Xanaphia.
Oh no, death saves.
My medical knowledge, I don't cut a vein open.
What are you, a wizard?
Gerard, did you want me to cut you back?
I sure.
Okay.
This is like a knife party or something, isn't it? Okay.
Yes. I pull my hair out of the way and should bare my back of the neck as well.
This would be something that we can brag about in the pub later. This would be great. No, honestly, stay here. And she sort of grabs his hair a little bit. She's like, no, don't move. If you move, it'll hurt more. And then she rolls a 3.
Ooh, okay.
Slightly worse.
And then what's happening?
Oh, that 3 just ate the last of my 10 hit points. Does that sort of like, no.
It's not
It's
it's 10
yeah, it is my max hit points. So, okay, very well.
you're just healthier.
Xanaphia's gonna walk on through
Okay.
with her funny little
Do.
different boots.
Nothing happens. How far are you going
And
to walk
just
down
go
the tunnel?
up to Vicar and be like, I'm just gonna chill next to Vicar.
I think
Oh, no,
you.
or down
I'm just. That just means out of the way. You bump into Vicar's cube of force.
Ah.
I think he's got some sort of protection up.
I turn it off,
Oh, okay.
blushing, and I go, I forgot about that, I'm sorry.
Just turn around to click. I guess it's just you and me now.
Gerard, what are you going to do?
There.
Are you crossing it over?
Well. Yes, I turn to the two of them and go, "You'll be okay?"
Pretty sure.
And I will just cross the threshold.
Okay. Go and join team on the across the other side of this doorway. Lucian.
I
Yeah.
ran Lucian with a knife.
Click,
Yes,
click.
my guy.
Lucian.
I ran at Lucian with a knife.
I'm trying to grab a head. Just give me a second.
Oh,
The more blood you spill, the better it works.
yeah.
I'll take my gauntlet off. I'm gonna take my gauntlet off, my glove off, and I'll hold it out my hand.
Okay. I thought you were going to give her give Click Click a backhander.
No.
Actually, have you seen my strength? It's like stupid high. It's at least plus 11. We're gonna kill each other, Lucian. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. Easy enough to do a dagger.
Okay. Same time. We'll do it same time.
You could whip him
I
with
don't
your
have a
tail.
dagger. I have a sword.
Ah, right.
Okay, I give you my dagger, and I'm gonna use my tail.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Okay. Same time.
1,
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, Click Click does 2 damage to you, Lucian.
I do 1. There we go. I'm very gentle.
With it,
Like,
with
sorry.
it. You just,
Like, you guys will hear the slap as it gets him. Like,
yeah. Whips are more scary for the sound than anything else. You hear it. Okay. And then
hear
what?
it echo through the cave.
I
And then I'm
guess I
gonna
go
run through screaming and hoping for the best.
Okay.
I love the fact that Lucian literally bathed in cadaver worms, and now you're both squeamish about like cutting each other's bodies like slightly.
Could put my glove back on and my gauntlet back on.
All right.
It's like, no, you're wormy and gross. I'm not touching you.
So you're all
Oh,
through.
hey, look! I found a leech in my elbow.
I'm just getting everyone into a cut and paste marching order here again.
sorry about that, everyone. I can't deliberately draw blood. Your blood.
Fair enough. I'm gonna boop Click Click's hand for 1 health.
Oh, there you go.
Another one?
No, just get 1 health back.
Oh.
He's healing you.
I thought you said... Wait, I thought... Oh,
He's
No,
gonna.
Yeah, just heal you for the 1. Boop.
He's gonna.
I can't do that. Not sorry.
That's fine.
You think you
It's just
can?
another excellent addition to my collection.
You think you can hear some cheering in the distance?
That's something.
Well, cheering in hell is usually like it's like a polar opposite. It's like a double negative. So cheering in hell is not good. Cheering in heaven is like really brilliant. So
No, cheering for me.
the new overseer.
This is highly doubtful.
Cheering for the new Lord of Hell.
Yes, for me.
Well, guess we'll not keep them waiting, I guess.
I can
Okay.
I can make 4 of us invisible. Who can take care of their own invisibility? Lasts an
Me.
hour.
If
can do
it's
2.
dark, I am invisible. Sort of, unless they have demon sight, and then I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm just
Ooh.
gonna have to
I
stealth.
can only do it for a minute though. Like,
Yeah, I can make 4 people invisible for an hour. That's the best I can do.
I'm going to say probably don't worry about me because I'm not very good sneaking even when I'm invisible.
So maybe okay. So the 2 worst sneakers back, well at the back, and then we've got 4 people invisible leading,
I'm a good sneaker.
20,
That's
30
pretty-
feet apart.
Why
I'm
not
a good
just
sneaker, and I think I might
Yeah.
disguise myself as a bearded devil. Why not?
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, you'll be an
Yep.
invisible bearded devil.
Exactly.
Aren't there
Alright.
devils that like live in the cold? Maybe you can turn in one of those.
I'm not
yeah.
sure it's worth expending the magic to make us invisible, because presumably we're gonna have to fight anyway at some point.
I have another
There are-
idea.
There are spine devils in Stygia. They look just like spine devils except made of ice.
I have
That
another
sounds
idea.
awesome, actually.
Can I
Yes, quick,
concoct
quick.
that with my brain, like, to come up with something that I've never seen before?
I'm not sure. What do you mean?
With this spell?
Uh,
With disguise self, can I disguise myself as something that somebody describes?
Well, yeah, you can.
Like with the polymorph, how it's a bit of a grey area?
Yeah. You might be a little bit off because if you think of people drawing creatures that they from Australia when they from descriptions, and you see the pictures of kangaroos.
Oh my god, they're the funniest pictures. Have you seen that very astronomically wrong white lion? Like, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, I'll do it. Why not? Yeah, what else have I got to spend my spell slots on? Alright, I'm going to disguise myself as a ice spiny devil,
Okay.
and I'm going to change my shoes to be similar.
It would have to be the medium-sized
Actually, a really good
creature. Still, you can't change from a different size category.
Spine devil's a medium.
Spined.
Mine's
Barbda.
medium.
Barbda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bob.
Yeah,
pardon me.
Barbara. Call me Barbara.
Spined are like imp size. Okay, so you
I've been getting my devil names wrong this entire time.
yeah, barbed are the medium ones that throw fire. But yeah, so you're pretty. Yeah, the rest of you think it's not too bad. You've seen barbed devils before, and Xanaphia's looks a little bit like one. Black skin, spikes that sort of can spike up or lay flat. Long, elongated skull poking out the back. And I presume you guys are carrying on down this tunnel.
Yep. If we see anyone, I'm going to pretend. I'm going to quickly like grab. Oh no, I'm not. Hey, do you want a stealth thing from us? Have we done that?
If you're going to sneak down
Are we
here,
doing the invisible thing?
I don't know.
I reckon. I think I will.
Let's do.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak.
Okay.
I don't like that. I'm gonna add a D10 with my bardic inspiration.
31.
So
Okay.
my total is 23.
So let's see. I'll just run through it. So click, you're going to stealth, and Xanaphia is going to stealth, And Vicar, are you going to cast invisibility on the other 4 characters, including yourself?
Sounds good. And then the 4 of us will, I guess, roll with advantage. We'll just we'll keep up. Invisible.
I'll cast guidance on myself
Okay.
because I don't believe in me.
Yep. So still roll a guidance stealth with advantage. But in any case, you're invisible. So I'm just going to put a little icon up for invisible. Dibex is invisible.
70.
What's Diabex's plan? Dibex is invisible.
Gerard is invisible, and so is Vicar. There's a ninja.
Xanaphia is terrifying.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, I'll roll my default first one as well. And then my sneaking score. Actually really good for once.
Okay.
It's that frost, it's that hardship, and all the ice.
Oh, my chainmail's frozen. No, it couldn't be frozen, it's been
Oh, yeah.
thawed out before.
Gerard, you may have a problem because you've got disadvantage to all your ability checks, which will include stealth.
Oh, that's true. So,
But does that cancel out?
Yeah.
Being invisible just makes it a flat roll.
You're invisible, so it will be a flat roll.
my stealth
18.
Yes.
You're a ninja. You're a beast. Okay.
Rude.
You carry on down this passage stealthily. You can hear a bit of chanting, and it feels like it feels like it's observers watching some sort of game or sport or something like that. But you can hear raspy voices, either chanting, calling out taunts, and cheers every now and then, but more like cheers at the taunts. So they're sort of the crowd that you can hear are more talking amongst themselves. And there's a blue light ahead of you all.
It's Thunderdome.
Yeah, it sounds a bit Thunderdome-y.
Should we sally forth?
Yeah.
Carry on. Okay, you keep sneaking on. It looks
Probably
like
don't wanna hiss more if it-
you can see it opens out into a large area, and there's 2 figures in the distance sitting down over a table. So there's a simple table, and it looks like they're playing some sort of board game. And the 2 human, medium-sized creatures are sort of hunched down. One sort of lounging back in his chair and then leaning back in. They might be sort of 80 feet away from you, so you can see 2 figures sitting at chairs facing each other.
Right. Okay. Be far away.
Like chess opponents kind of thing?
Yep.
Oh. Tempted to sneak it invisible, but I think we should back up from the entrance. Tell everyone. It's 2 guys playing a game. 2 somethings playing a game. Where's the cheering coming from then? Sorry?
From the same room, the same chamber that you can see where this tunnel opens out from. But you're looking down the tunnel a bit and you can see them straight ahead. But they're in the middle of a large room which you can't really see.
Right, so there's probably seats looking down from the same perspective. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's 2 people watching like a... hey, how much... Can I roll to see if I know the board game?
Oh, hang on just one sec. I'm trying to draw a shape. There we go.
Ooh.
So if I move you guys back a little bit, and I'll just draw another one. So it's something like this. So there's a tunnel, and there's some figures in the middle here, and you can see sort of stairs off to the side.
It's like an arena. Ice arena.
It is.
It's a skate off.
Yeah.
It's a very boring hockey match.
Do we suppose that one of the contestants is our boy?
Maybe.
Does one look sort of draconic in any way?
It's too far away. Dragonborn maybe, but really just two humanoids.
I think we were told that he would look like a human or something.
The question
Yeah.
is, do we trust our invisibility to get past anything to get in further? And if not, what do we do moving forward?
Actually,
I'm
actually
happy
quite
to
proud
go
of
in
that.
further. I mean,
Not invisible or invisible? Because you're not invisible.
oh yeah, no, but I'm disguised, and I've got a stealth of 31.
You'd like to walk...
That's-
Cool. But you're going to walk into an arena, an open...
Oh no!
lit-
No.
I could use mislead, and I could have
Ooh.
my double walk in.
Oh, tell me more, minstrel. Tell me more.
Mislead.
Mislead creates an illusion of yourself, and you simultaneously get an invisibility on yourself, and you can move away. So people don't notice that you've gone invisible.
That gives us a chance to Groundhog Day this whole situation. That's nice.
What I need to know is who's up the front. Is that
What
Xanaphia?
We kind of moved back from the entrance a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just say that there's 80 foot or so from the entrance. Looks like there is a figure near the entrance, just sort of milling around.
Right.
Should we give it a go?
This is going to be dangerous.
Oh, we could send the imp up to talk to the person here on our behalf. Just act like a casual devil, try and figure out what's going on.
That's a good idea.
Maynard, are you up for the task?
Maynard's in an extra-dimensional space, so it'll have to be Dibex. We'll have to grab him back out.
Ah, true.
What's going on?
Right.
Perhaps there's somebody here near the entrance of the arena we'd like to get into. We can just make that out. I'd like to send Maynard up and just act like a casual devil, try and figure out what's going on here. Have a conversation with this thing.
If you think that's something that Dibex can do.
What am I meant to be doing?
There's a creature at the end, and they're asking if Maynard can go down and check it out.
Sure, why not? It goes invisible. Has a
Okay.
look.
Okay.
Already in action, so if I can, that if something's going to attack him, I'm pulling straight away back into the dimensional space.
Okay. All right. So Maynard goes down, and he approaches a barbed devil. He's seen them before, and it looks very much like Xanaphia. And the barbed devil is sort of standing in the passageway, leaning against one wall. Probably, I'll move him. Leaning against this wall here, and there's stairs going up the other wall. From Maynard, from where you are, you can see that there are other devils over sort of here in a stadium-like area where there's some chairs and things raised up higher.
So there's definitely some kind of match that's going on.
Yeah, there's a match being observed. So what do you want to do?
Well, I'm quite confident to move forwards a bit more and have a bit of a look. And maybe I will. I'll just
Okay.
use
Do
my
you speak Infernal?
disguise. And I do, yeah.
Okay. So as you approach, this guy sort of stands up and sort of talks to you in Infernal and says, straight up there, and he points to the stairs. Grab a seat.
I just, before I go up, I nod and I just say, how's it going? And then nod to the match.
As always, it's a blast tormenting the Master's creature.
And I laugh demonically, as evilly as I can.
He says, demonically!
And I, as a distraction, I sort of walk past him as he's watching me walk past. I mark the ground with mold earth, the regular sort of arrow, and like a thumbs up.
Okay.
Like a like emoji.
All right. Let me just select.
I maneuver up into the to the stairs.
I'm trying to get rid of my. I'm trying to just delete something here.
The drawing.
Yeah. Select.
Yeah, there needs to be a clear button or something, doesn't there?
Yeah. Actually, there is. I think there's a clear drawings. Where is it? Clear drawings. Boom. Clear. Oh. Clear drawings. I just don't want to cut and paste it into the other map. Okay. I'm going to change maps now. Move you all across. Did you all come up? 1, 2, 3. Haven't got everyone. Can you see it?
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Oh man. No one piss anybody off.
Now, who am I missing?
I only promise to try.
Me.
Looks.
Okay.
Yeah, looking for Dibex. Click. And
Okay.
Vicar. Oh no, there's Vicar. Gerard.
I can't even see you. Oh yeah, okay. So I'll just jump in here. Journal. I'll just jump back and cut and paste again. That'll be easiest. Okay, so we don't need Luciene. Vicar's there. Dibex. Click.
I know we need Luciene.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so this guy gestures up here that's saying there's some stairs here, you can find your way. They're talking to Xanaphia, and the rest of you are all either stealthing or invisible coming up behind. What do you want to do? You can see a dark elf and a dark elf and a... Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I think I'm staying invisible and holding on to like Xanaphia's cloak, just keeping in step. What are they doing? Can I have look and try and see what?
Yeah, what's going down?
What's going on here now that we're in the stands?
Yeah. Start presuming. Okay. Yeah. So once you're all going to who was that? Vicar, where are you? Oh, there you are. So you're going to sort of sneak past invisibly. I'll just display here.
Okay, I'm looking at all these. Yeah, we've fought and killed all these before. This is fine. This is fine. This is totally fine.
Until it isn't fine.
Uh-oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
You can see the whole thing. I'll just...
Oh my life. I like how Xanaphia's just opted to sit next to the bone devil that's there.
Okay, so a quarter each.
What are we supposed to do here?
Well, I wouldn't want to be the good guy in the middle.
I'm pretty sure if I went near them, they literally would smell me.
Oh god, bone
Yes, it's been
devil.
quite terrifying, hasn't it?
Yeah, is it like Lulu? Can you not turn it off? Can you turn it off for a second?
I mean, I can. It's literally in my blood.
Can
It's
you just
kind of hard not to
stop
smell
being
it.
so goddamn glorious for a moment?
There you go.
I'm not glorious. I'm fallen. I am very not glorious.
So there's a couple of little spine devils next to you in some seats, and there's a large vacuum sealed flying skeleton near you as well. You can see there's a few of them around the place, and there's bearded devils across here, a little cluster of them having a chat amongst each other, and every so often there's creatures that are very similar to the creature you saw in Van Thampervilla that was throwing the fire, that looks the same as Xanaphia. Those barbed devils. And they all seem to be watching these two play. I think it was Dibex that asked about what they're playing, or somebody, but you will have seen this before. I don't think anyone's proficient. You might be. It's dragon chess, which is a type of three-dimensional chess. Supposedly very difficult to even learn the rules, and almost impossible to master.
So wait, they're in this massive arena playing chess.
That's right.
I'm sorry. I find that funny.
Yes, that's okay.
It's this massive arena, looks like it's ready for combat, and they're just having a chess off.
Yep.
Bunch of nerds.
And it
Yes,
does,
the esports scene of the fiendish world.
Wow. Okay. Who are we rooting for here? Who's standing out as the obvious choice?
Let me do some math really quick. Bugger. Hoping that they might be in reach so I could tell if it was a fiend or an angel or whatever's next to that guy.
And what were the creatures in the center again?
It was this one's a dark elf. This guy's a dark elf, so like drow, and this guy I haven't heard yet, but looks good, looks healthy.
High
Looks
elf.
like a nice chap. High elf. Oh, my own blood.
yes.
Oh,
Oh wait, the range is further than I thought it was. Come on,
Within range
just
of
in
a
range.
of a javelin.
Could I? No. Could I ping divine sense to tell what this fellow over here is? Only just barely in range.
Yeah, so he doesn't ping as a celestial or a fiend or a fae or an undead.
Okay, let's see if there's any. Oh, there's so many fiends.
And and everything
That
else
hurt a little.
everything else pings as
Wait,
a
so-
fiend.
so that's not the package?
Well, it's not a celestial. Oh god, that actually kind of hurt a little.
Okay, I want to cast Mislead and have my illusionary double just walk up to the middle and see what happens.
Okay.
Like, my
Yeah, this-
invisible self is staying back there,
Okay.
but my double is coming right up if I'm not stopped.
Okay. So with mislead, can you move your duplicate, your illusion?
I can move it up to double my speed, and it can gesture, speak, or behave in any way that I want it to.
Okay. So
That's a cool spell.
so it walks casually into the arena, and the dark elf looks up and looks at you.
Hi.
And he sort of stands, puts his chair back and stands, and as he does, small flakes of frost fall from his hair and his fingertips to the ground. And it's clear that he's been sitting here for some time, as frost has formed around where he's been sitting. And he says, in common, says, I see the rumoured plane hopper has arrived. Where are your friends? And his voice echoes.
We can be friends.
Yeah.
We can be friends.
And then he sort of, as you are walking towards him, he sort of looks at you and looks at you curiously and then starts looking around.
Just me.
And the devils don't react.
My eyes are up here.
So he seems to be... yeah, you can roll an insight, in fact. It's probably easier.
Okay.
Just to try and interpret his behaviour towards
They know
you.
about this.
Yeah, so that's a 12 for insight.
Okay, so it looks like you don't have his full attention, but other than that, you can't. You can't
Can
tell.
I try and persuade him that I don't have anyone else here with me and it's just me by myself?
Sure. Okay. Right. He stands up and says, "Show yourself."
I am. I ruffle my feathers a little bit.
Okay. He looks like he's ignoring the figure that's here, and he sort of gets up and starts to stroll around the room, while this elf focuses very curiously on. And he walks in this direction.
Okay.
This is that moment when a fish doesn't realise it's just bitten a worm with a hook in it, and this is us right now. We're just about to start experiencing some pain.
I walk right up to the other elf and I say hello.
Can it speak?
Pardon?
Can your illusion speak?
Yes.
Okay. He looks at you and says, with a look of dismay, and says he knows.
I whisper, know what?
Knows that you are not you.
How?
Well, I can see it as well.
What?
Don't quit your day job.
Yeah, your deception.
I'm gonna point at the.
You guys can hear and see all this.
We can't see your hand, you're invisible.
Yeah, no, and I don't
You
want
want me to
cast
roll
another spell,
deception?
No, because we're all invisible. I can't cast, or it'll drop.
I'm gonna head back and get out of stealth, so they think that we're just a ways away.
Do you guys want me to keep it up or drop it?
Don't drop it all at once. You're right behind a bunch of devils. I'm just gonna start moving down.
Okay.
Is Click in telepathic contact with anyone else?
Yeah, I can chat to you guys.
Oh, I go. Do you think he has true sight? Will they?
He hasn't looked at any of you guys directly, but he seems to be looking through Click's image.
Can you ask him? Well, he says he knows you. He doesn't seem that hostile. Maybe invite him to a telepathic conversation.
She's been talking to him out loud, but oh no, you wouldn't. You can't actually talk,
Yeah.
can you?
Yeah.
It has to be telepathic.
Through the double. I can talk through the double.
Right, but you can't talk, is what I'm saying. So the talking would be squawks.
No, because I can have it. What did it say? Make it gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way I choose.
Yeah, but it's an illusion of you, not of something else.
So it looks like a talking version of Click Click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she can talk, oh, she dropped the helm.
I haven't actually dropped the helm yet.
No.
I didn't end up dropping it.
You can still. I assume you're talking in his head.
Oh no, she was talking to the illusion, I thought.
Right.
Yeah, I was
okay.
using the illusion
All
to
right.
talk out loud.
Okay, so let's assume you, for the purposes of this, for continuity, that you can talk through your mislead. I can work out whether it is for next time you cast it. But let's assume this time you can. Benefit of the doubt. Dibex is back. Click Click's approached as an illusion and is invisible.
Hey.
Can I be slowly trying to make my way towards him, this guy?
Oh yeah. So where are you? Oh, you're up here. So you could come down this way, and then there's stairs to get down to the ground level just here, and then you can sort of. Yep.
I'm gonna like approach him. I'll get to like 10 feet from him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as soon as you come down past this bone devil, he was walking in this direction anyway, just sort of strolling with his hands behind his back. He says, "Ah, there you are. I knew you were hiding about here somewhere." And he's looking at you.
Oh, you knew we were here? You knew we were coming?
Well, I knew you were coming, but you know. He says, "Anyway,
Well, then you know
take a seat, enjoy the show."
you know how much trouble you're in.
I had rumours that plane hoppers were arriving. And he says, "Don't worry, the dragon you seek is here. He's just taken this form that's more convenient." And he gestures to the elf.
I of course dragon, not a fucking elf.
We've heard him referred to as your pet. What is his price?
No price. I'm enjoying myself. Take a seat and enjoy the show. The elf is desperately sort of staring and looking at all angles at this chessboard, and this guy goes back to his seat.
What? Okay.
I guess from back up the corridor, I'm just gonna cast a cantrip just to break stealth.
Okay.
Just like a little bit fake. Yep.
Yep.
Don't just immediately notice I appear out of nowhere.
Okay. And you're heading back down?
Just cast guidance on myself for shits and or giggles.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This barb devil spots you and says, you're all over the place. He says, "Here you go. Left or right, either way. Grab a seat." In Infernal.
I guess I'll go left.
Okay, you can move yourself up to...
I guess I'll go left in Infernal.
Okay.
Just go back to where I was, but now I'm invisible. This is very strange.
Vicar, the bone devil that's next to you, is looking a bit confused and looks to the dark elf and says, "Boss, what are you talking to?" And he's sort of looking a little bit alert.
Awesome. Yep. All right. I'm gonna, if possible, move over to this quarter.
Yep. You
To
mosey
get
on
a better
over.
view of the chessboard, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, it's about to go down.
Is the Celestial trying to play chess for his freedom? Are we going to have to help him win?
I don't actually honestly know.
They start making a few moves, probably a couple of minutes apart.
I'm gonna try strike up a conversation with this little spine devil down here.
Okay.
Hey, what exactly is going on? Seeing any infernal?
Okay. Let's see. Okay, looking at him, he looks like an imp, probably more than a spine devil, but he does have a few spikes on him. And every time the Dark Elf makes a move, he sort of cackles gleefully and snorts with derision whenever the High Elf makes a move. Can you roll a DC 15 Wisdom Insight check?
Wisdom insight, okay. Sorry, don't mind me as I'm just messing up finding my character sheet. There it is. I mean, I could add a D4 to that, but I don't think it's actually going to save it.
Okay.
That's just a 10.
He just appears very...
Something that I would notice being next to him?
Yeah, you can have an insight check too. We'll assume it's like a party one, just noticing this guy particularly, so that it's effectively two characters getting a roll, similar to advantage, but you can roll one. Okay.
Take the first one. It's
Okay.
13.
Yep.
It's not amazing.
So you don't. He just seems very very fidgety on his seat. You notice this guy over here that I'm pinging. He looks a little morose, and he's holding this sort of small, waxy, drippy creature in its arms, like cradling it like a baby.
Holding a waxy what?
A lemur, the lowest devil you can get.
Ah.
Oh.
It's a baby.
It's disgusting.
All babies.
Oh dear. Well, let's see how this plays out. We really don't want our friend to get hurt.
Okay.
I mean, not many people die from chest, generally, as a rule. Chest-related injuries.
Ah, right, yep. This bone devil, Lucian, looks over his shoulder and says, "You're looking for a dragon's soul, are ya?"
I guess I would be, yes.
Ah. He sort of leans in conspiratorially and sort of whispers in a not very whispery voice, "That's the one you seek over there," gesturing to the lemur, the baby lemur.
That's a dragon's soul?
Oh yeah,
That little thing's a dragon's soul.
in disguise.
Right.
Don't tell him I told you.
I won't.
I'm trying to put like the creepiest evil grin on I can, but
Okay.
but just like inside I'm shuddering.
Okay.
Trying to put on the creepy evil face.
Okay.
I'm a fallen Aasimar, I'm not a nice guy. Yeah.
Gerard and Xanaphia, you guys doing anything?
So you guys, are the rest of you dropping in?
Having heard that, I'm gonna just sort of shift along here. If I can.
Okay. I think you'll need to do...
Just look at this guy more closely. See what...
Yeah, okay. So you move across and you can see he's cradling a manes in his arms. Manes are sort of those drippy, sort of waxy, looks like a sort of melted human figure, but they're small. And the only part of them that really resembles the creature they were before is the face. So they slightly look like the face of the soul that they were before, but in a sort of melty way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay close to him because if what this and that is a dragon's soul that he's holding there, then behind him isn't a bad spot to be in case it all goes south and I can, I don't know, sleight of hand or whatever needs to happen.
Okay. At one point, this guy makes a move. When you get in closer here, this guy sort of looks up and takes another look around, and he seems to look at you, Xanaphia, directly rather than through you, and says, "Oh, another one. What are you all doing hiding back there?"
What, this guy, the elf, the dark elf?
Yeah, the dark elf. Yeah.
I just got this new outfit. I thought I'd give it a try. I shout as I drop the disguise.
Okay. These two barb devils go, "What the fuck?" And say, Jesus.
Xanaphia gives him like a cheeky little wink and a one gun.
Okay. And this guy comes up and sort of sits next to you, and the other one goes and sits next to him.
Can I be like, that seat's taken? No, not really.
Are you going to put your jumper on it?
Someone's sitting there. Yeah.
And now, Dibex, I think you're muted from what I can gather from their icon, I believe. I just wanted to throw to you for a second, just in case. Or are you just watching?
No, I'm feeling crap, so I'm not entirely sure. Like, what are we actually doing? We've walked into arena and we want to rescue the high elf. Is that the plan?
Yeah. So the dark elf has gestured and saying the dragon you seek is here. Sit back and enjoy the show. And he sat back and starts to keep on playing dragon chess with this guy.
This guy is not intimidated, and he is wrong. Let's go.
They've started chatting to the spine devil that's here, and the bone devil that's here, and there's a barb devil also that's carrying another one. This guy said this guy said that the dragon that they seek is the lemur.
Hold on, the dragon you seek is the lemur? Where's the lemur?
Lemur's over here.
And this guy's arms next to me here.
So this dude here has the lemur.
Yeah.
That is a dragon, maybe.
Yeah.
So who the hell?
Soul, at least.
So who the hell's the elf then?
Well, this elf down here is the dragon.
Yeah, I thought the lemur was the dragon.
This is the dragon's soul.
Oh shit! I don't even know how this.
So it's like, I don't know, like the golden egg, like, you know, the car keys.
So we have to basically break out with the dragon and the soul.
It's gonna sound incredibly dumb. Is anyone actually good at dragon chess?
No.
No, dice is my game.
And
I don't see a way out of this.
I've got a high int, but I don't think it's something you can figure out on the fly.
what are these things here? Up here.
Anyone watching, observing the game for a time can have a DC 15 wisdom perception check.
Wisdom perception.
By the way, I can't seem to move my token at all. Oh, never mind, I can.
Have I figured it out?
Click.
Rolls 20, have I figured it out? Then Napier rolls a 28.
Okay. So click, and now bear in mind that you're invisible, so you're not saying anything, and you're remaining stealth for those who are. Luciene, I'm just going to take off your icon to show that you're visible. Xanaphia, you've shown yourself.
Being really unsure what to do.
Yep. Okay. Xanaphia, so you're out in the open at this stage, and who was the other 20? Click. Where are you? You're still invisible and not saying anything. Where are you? Can't actually see. Oh.
Yeah, my double's in the middle.
Paste. So what I'll do is I'll have to show where you are. So I'm going to put. Where do you want to be? The real you.
That's fine. I was in the thing behind Maynard. I was in the square behind Maynard.
Okay, there you go. So I've got 2 clicks. And you're still invisible. Is that right? Because you cast Mislead.
I'm invisible. My double. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
So what's the plan?
So,
I honestly
what you
have
can,
no clue.
it looks like something is amiss with this dragon chess game. There's some sort of illusion magic at play here. And you sort of get the hang of not all the rules, but the way it works, how similar with chess, how you move pieces and take pieces off the board. Yeah, but yeah, there's definitely something going on. And every now and then you notice that this is you. Where's the 20? Click and Xanaphia. You notice the Dark Elf move a piece, and as he moves it, he moves his hand back away, and it's similar to Mislead. The piece that he moved disappears, and the same piece appears somewhere else.
What was happening? What was being moved again? The piece on the
The Dark
chessboard?
Elf, the Dark Elf is cheating.
He's somehow cheating. With illusion magic. And Gerard, you can spot this as well. So can you, Dibex.
Hand.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use sleight of hand to see if I can take a piece of the Dark Elf's chest set?
Sleight of hand with
Off of the
an.
board?
The illusion can't touch anything.
Yeah, it's just an illusion.
Where's the
hit-
real her, though?
Okay,
Down here.
in that case, leaving the illusion where it is, I will bring my senses back to me, still invisible,
Mhm.
and move up to the other side. And then try it with my visible me, or
Okay.
invisible me, sorry.
Okay. When you I'll just do a measure. Do.
And then I'd like to add a D to my bardic inspiration to that.
Hang on a sec.
24 total.
Ah, fantastic.
Sorry to the people that are listening to this. I just honestly have no clue what to do here.
Okay,
We
quickly.
could just attack her, but there is a lot of devils.
When you get to the edge of the arena, this guy says, no entering the arena. And this guy sort
I'm
of,
invisible,
yeah, he's looking at you.
so he has true sight.
Well, you don't know what he
I can
has.
see through
but-
your... See through the bullshit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I can assume he has true sight
Yeah,
if he can see me
yeah.
when I'm invisible.
Yeah.
But everyone else could sneak through, and he didn't stop my double.
I think there's like a range that you can see.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah, just everyone else got through, and he didn't stop my visible double, so I don't know why he's stopping me now.
No, your visible double was a visible thing, so you don't know whether he watched you come up, and eventually he said, gave you the impression that he could tell that your double was an illusion, but if he could still see it. I'm not stopping you. You can keep on walking, but he's just saying, don't enter the arena.
He might just have like a 50-foot range or
So he
something.
can see me then.
It looks like he can see you. Yeah, he's looking at you. The elf's looking over his shoulder, and it looks like he can see you as well.
Alright, I'm still gonna walk up to where I just had myself.
Okay.
What sort of creature is he? The one that tried to stop her?
A barbed devil.
Barbed. Xanaphia leans into the guy that's holding the lemur or whatever it is, the maze, and just says, "Are they supposed to be cheating? Is this how this goes down?"
Saying that to who? Sorry.
To baby cuddler here. This
Oh
guy.
yeah. Cheating? No.
But you can. am I the only one that can see that the drow? And she sort of sneers, the most hated
Right.
of, like, curls her mouth up. She says, "Can anyone else not see the drow for what it actually is? It's cheating."
God.
Too far.
So she sort of raises her voice again to judge what sort of happens, you know, like in a radius effect. She says again, a bit louder, "The drow is cheating," she says.
Oh, right.
Okay, so sorry, did my 24 actually get a chess piece, or?
No, this guy's not going to let you take a chess piece. He stands up and says...
Okay, so what happens when I try though?
Yeah, so you get to about here. And he stands up and says, "Guards," and these guys sort of hop down and start rushing over.
No.
Can they all see me then?
No, he just said guards. So they start to move across.
Boys gotta go.
What do you want to do?
I'm just
just-
gonna stand where I am.
Okay. So these guys come over. You sort of pause your advance, and he gets his sort of guards to here, and you can hear Xanaphia's voice announce this guy's a cheat, you know, cheating drow, swine, blah 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 blah, you know, and so on. Everything that Xanaphia just
At the very least.
everything that Xanaphia just scowled out of the to the arena, and he sort of stands up. Outrage! You disparage me! And where are we? Just I suggest, and I demand. There's one way that you can get out of here. I think you can take this person's place.
Me.
What say
She
you?
says, pointing
What say you?
to her. Does it have to be a duel? Does it have to be a battle of chess?
Battle of Brawn then.
She starts to walk forwards like a slinking cat.
Okay. Battle of Brawn sounds perfectly fine to me.
And
Oh no.
Might I suggest you try brains first?
If it's a battle of brawn, you've got yourself a fight.
Okay. Luciene,
Step
are you
up.
going to step in?
Oh,
Gee.
no.
Yep.
Xanaphia goes to tap out the dragon and sort of in a compassionate voice says, "You've done enough here. I'll carry on in your stead."
Okay.
What's the soul?
He says if there's a battle of
The soul of
Brawn,
the dragon is worth more than a measly elf.
he nods and gives you a gesture of a high elf thanks and says, if it is a battle of Brawn, I welcome your help and I will join you. And
Just lost my healing hands down
and
myself
the-
up a bit. I'm just gonna start stepping down.
okay, you can come over.
Yeah, start slowly coming over.
All right. He says these shall
Grab the
be.
hilt to my sword, and while it's still sheathed, I'll use my channel divinity.
It's been a while since we had a battle of Brawn, and I
You
do
can't
get.
see it because
And I do tire of the battle of wits. And so he's guard,
I mean,
flanker.
Xanaphia says if you're going to cheat, if you're going to cheat at a game of wits, then surely brawn is going to fare you better. If you have to cheat at things, then we frankly already won.
The truth will be known at the end of my spear. There's no spear anywhere near him, oddly. Okay, he says, if you and your friends are able to defeat me and my personal guard, and he gestures to these 6 bearded devils, you
Okay.
I will release this my pet from his agreement.
Oh, you fool. Okay.
I just look over at him with one eye, just like, really?
No.
I drop invisibility.
Just disappointed dad stare.
Who's that? Sorry, Vicar. Where are you, Vicar? Oh yeah, okay.
The disappointed dad stare is directed at the dragon.
Right.
I can't see what I could do. I don't know the rules to dragon chess. I only know the rules to melee. I was born with a sword in my hand.
All right. He calls out and sort of stands up and gestures with
More respect today.
two hands up at the crowd, says, "There shall be a battle of brawn!" And everyone goes, "Yeah!" And suddenly they're much more lively. So rather than just shouting taunts at the dragon, they start saying, "Blood, blood, blood."
Crap.
Okay, click. Okay, he says.
Okay.
He said, okay. So he says he gestures and this this contract appears. He says, "These are the rules of combat." And Vicar, are you anywhere near? He'll give them to you. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'll bring it.
Let me have a look at that, please.
Okay.
Vicar from out of nowhere. Let me look at that.
I'm gonna need to see that.
Okay.
Don't sign anything without a wizard present.
Okay. Can you roll an intelligence check?
Yes. Just a check.
You know I'm like right there as well, right?
Sorry, say again.
You know I'm right there as well, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Cece.
Yeah.
Cece, would you help me look at this?
Sure.
I don't think you need it, but good luck.
Yeah, I don't really think you need it, hey?
You never know.
Do an advantage roll. Do another one. Was that a 19, was it? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right. So there's loads of clauses, and you scan through it.
Oh boy.
Okay. You get the. Hang on, where are we? Okay. No prior preparations are permitted. So if you've got any spells or active things running, you would need to cease them before the battle starts. No outside interference from the ring, so none of his guys are allowed to hop in and join the fight. No one can land a killing blow.
That's a problem for magic users.
Anyone who lands a killing blow or kills another forfeits all their monetary wealth.
Oh.
And I guess all that money that I don't have a lot of.
Yeah.
And we all have to
like
sign?
money.
If you want to be in the ring when the battle commences.
I'll walk up to here and be like, does anyone have a pen? Or a quill, rather?
You just have to.
My time has come.
Just this massive box full of all these different quills.
Yeah, my priest pack with all my quill and paper and ink. I will arrive. I will come with my priest pack.
Let's sign up.
Okay.
I'm not playing
I'm
chess.
making nods and moves forwards.
Yep.
Does this monetary value thing clause consider soul coins or just gold?
All it
I think
says.
that's a fair question, actually.
Yeah. It says monetary wealth.
Probably can assume yes.
Yeah.
I think on a technicality they might catch you with that. Fair warning.
Yeah, because a coin is money, no matter how you look at it, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, what if we win? Dibex asks.
So if you win,
That's fair. I assume it says we get to take possession.
yeah, if you win my pet, and I'll release him from his contract.
No, no, no. Right.
I
down
would like
here.
his full name written down in the contract, of course. Which is, as you would know,
The Dark Elf.
Good.
begins
with G.
Ramiel?
Mr. Bad Guy.
Galadri.
Pretty sure Ramiel was the name of the dragon that we're looking for.
Yeah. Oh. Dibex
Yeah,
is
was
saying in
Ramiel.
chat, do we get the
The
pet
pet
and the
and
soul?
Dragon.
Yep, he confirms both body and soul shall be released from obligation.
And given to us.
Yes.
I'm just
Well,
gonna keep picking at
yeah.
this contract.
It's a bit hard. The contract is pages and pages long. So that's where the intelligence check comes in to get whether there's any subtle clauses in there, tricks.
Speed reading.
Yeah. But to both Click and Vicar nutting their heads together, they're both fairly confident that this is expected to be non-lethal, expected to be non-help, and also starting support, or you can't drink a potion before the start of the battle. That sort of
And
thing.
I assume we will all be in our true forms before the battle begins. Yes?
Yes. So you would need to release your invisibility spells or anything else that I might not have noticed.
And anything you have that we might not have noticed?
Oh, definitely. Shall be reciprocated.
I want to roll insight on that.
Yeah, go for it.
I would also like to roll insight on that.
Yeah, I'm keen.
Oh
Another
no.
conspiration.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Man, I am not rolling well with insight today.
Mm.
I might add my D4 to that. Maybe it'll fix.
Okay.
12.
Is insight intelligent? My God.
No, it's wisdom.
Ah, it's wisdom. No wonder. Yeah. Okay. With those rolls, you're not really getting any feel for it.
Oh, Dibex rolled pretty well. 19.
Where is it?
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Dibex, you get the sense that
Dibex, that's really good.
he's looking forward to shedding this false flesh.
Well, that sounds disturbing. Are we going to regret our decision? Maybe. Who
Oh,
knows?
always.
So, in other words, the deal is pretty much airtight and we're all agreeing to it?
You feel like it's airtight from your review
good
of the
visible
contract.
Splendid. And so, in the non-fatal damage clause,
Yep.
how do we spellcasters avoid that?
You can't really.
Oh, yeah, right.
If you cast a fireball and it kills something, then it kills something. You would need to either hope that your spells
Just going to stabilize it before it dies.
do starting damage, or you use spells that are non-lethal, like hypnotic pattern or that sort of stuff.
I want to ask him what the consequences if we kill someone.
You
You
lose.
lose all your
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
And that's what me and Vicar found. There's nothing else in it.
No.
It says all monetary wealth, I think. So that might be all our soul coins.
Click. Can you do a investigation? Is that a 14? Is that right?
14.
Okay. There's a clause hidden in there about if you lose, that you would need to undergo the trial.
Like me specifically, or
No,
my party?
No, the party. Because there actually the party. There actually hasn't been anything about, there's what he gives up as freeing the guy, but you guys don't give up anything. And there is a mention of the trial, which is some other test.
Okay. I ask him what the trial is.
The trial is just a trial of ice. It's similar to your journey through to get here. You need to go through the trial of ice.
I want to persuade him to tell me more about it.
Okay, go for it. Okay. All right. He says that the trial of ice is like a small pocket dimension of ice, and you have to go in and find your way out. It's cold, and
With the odds stacked against us somewhat.
but it's not a battle or anything like that.
I don't.
Maybe we should just give all our soul coins to the paladin, or someone who can actually do non-lethal damage.
That doesn't stop it from being yours, though.
If you
That's
give it
just
to
the
him,
whole-
Does it say your own monetary wealth, or is it monetary wealth as a whole with the party?
No, it's if anyone kills someone, then they lose their monetary wealth.
Yeah, that's individual.
It is individual.
Yeah,
okay.
that's individual. That's more about to try and urge restraint or force restraint on anyone.
I mean, fair enough.
Well, I think that's as much as I think we're ready, honestly.
Okay. So what
I
I'll
dismissed my channel divinity that I was holding on to.
So I think if we just do this, click. So you're going to drop your spells.
Yep.
I will drop my invisibility, but I'm gonna leave my double up in the stands.
Okay.
The double's just gonna watch from the stands. Is the double your personal hype man?
No. I can drop it whenever I want to, but for now it's just gonna sit up there.
So I think we've got equal numbers from the looks of it. Maynard gets his own. Okay. And is the elf in there somewhere? I can't see him. Oh yeah, there he is. Cool. So that's where we'll start next week. It should be 30 feet apart. Yeah, cool.
All right.
Yep.
Anyone just like, yeah.
Kind of scared to see what this ugly bugger is going to turn into.
And I'm just going to have the red team and the blue team to make it a little bit easier to manage. Everyone's doing their pre-measures, lining up the angles. And there's 1, 2, 3.
How do we do diagonals?
Oh, still one square. It's a bit odd, but one square is still 10 foot diagonally or across.
Sure.
And okay.
I wonder if smite can be non-lethal.
This guy raises up his arms and says, "Let the battle begin." And this ice encloses the area. So, can you see this blue line in a circle going around it? Don't know if you can or not.
No.
I'll change there.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Is
like
Dibex joining us?
oh, Dibex. Oh yeah.
Diabetic.
Yeah, he'll be in there.
Unfortunately.
Where is he? That's okay.
At the
Well,
bottom right.
oh yeah, there he is. Okay. I'll grab him, chuck him in there.
It's fine, we'll leave it here. So
Yes. Objects. There he is.
Arcania. That's it.
There we go. And he gets his own little devil
I
to
think
go
it's a bit
against.
more official than that.
yeah.
Dibex, you'll need to form a line with your scrum.
Red versus blue.
Okay, if you must, this is going to be the starting positions.
Dibex in the corner just gets ganged up.
We can play this game.
He has a point. There was no rules.
Sorry. No, there's no. You're right. There's
Okay.
nothing. There's nothing in the rules that say it, but it's a game where you'll keep playing, jockeying around for who starts where. So.
I guess it's an arena. There's people watching for like non-lethal damage. It's more like a competition. And it's more like teams.
Alright, let's do this.
All right. So we won't roll.
Surprisingly civilized, actually.
We won't roll any dice. Dibex, this guy's going to let you get away with being, without doing any shenanigans, anywhere here if you want to. Can you see the pink square?
He's basically saying you have to sit in the pink square.
Yeah, the rules of engagement are that you have to start the melee, the combat in
Yeah.
that pink square.
Yep, cool. And you'll need to drop the invisibility if you're okay for me to take the token off. It wasn't in the rules. It's just you're moving your starting position, and so he then counters with saying, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll move my starting position, and then you move your starting position." You do this little orbiting each other. So you're right. You've got a loophole, but he can then do the same thing to you guys. So. But you can start further
This
back.
will be fine.
You can start further back, and if anyone else wants to start further back, you could as well.
I like being closer.
Oh well, then yeah, definitely. I'm not a. Do you see me with a shield?
Okay, cool.
It's not a big box. Oh.
Dibex, roll a persuasion.
I'll help. You have advantage.
Yeah, go for it. the rules lawyers all come out and get the contract out, and Cool.
Technically on this side, it should be okay.
The room
Okay.
full of devils definitely rules lowest.
Yeah. He rolls his eyes and sort of gives up and says, okay. Anything that will start their combat sooner. So I think we're good. We can sign out here and pick up like we did last time. Although last time wasn't much of a fight. I thought it was going to be a big deal, but a quick necklace, click, sorted that out. Yeah, exactly. All right. I'm going to get rid of the square. That's not necessary, and I will sign off. If that's all right.
Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. See everyone next week.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
That's cool. See you next week.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
Ciao. I'm gonna be off as well.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the sack. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I want to see whether or not I can get just with those bearded devils and hit a lightning bolt right through them in a nice line.
I was gonna say, yeah. The only thing is, I couldn't do a maximized lightning bolt, or I would probably kill at least one of them if they fail their saves.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have that problem. It's like for me, it's an 86 fire lightning bolt, and these guys, do they get like magic resistance? So they get advantage on all their saves. But it'd be a nice way to get all of them to take 10, 12 points of damage in one go.
That's right.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna keep throwing fireballs at them with the necklace because they're all gonna.
It's not gonna work. Demons are immune to fire.
Are they?
Yep, all demons, no exceptions. I think Zoriel's the only exception.
I think all devils as well.
Sorry, I meant all devils. All devils are immune to fire and poison. You can fireball them all day long and won't do anything.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just thinking, you guys can use your spells, deplete their health right down. That's no worries, because as long as they don't die, they'll have death saves. So we can just go back and stabilize them once they're down. And be like,
they won't
stabilize.
And the other thing you could do is maybe hypnotic pattern. I know they get advantage, but if we hit 2 hypnotic patterns,
That
we're
would be good.
liable to take a few of them out in one go.
Yeah, the only thing is, like, between you using Thunderbolt and me using, Destructive Wave or something, and then Vicar uses, Steel Wind Strike, probably some are gonna die.
Yeah.
Well, we only need one of us to do the big effect damage. Like if I do the big effect lightning bolt, doesn't mean then you suddenly follow up with yours. It's just one of us has got to get enough damage to spread it around.
Yeah.
I don't know after that. But hypnotic pattern would be alright. Big, what's it? 30-foot square. I don't know if they would get all of them.
Oh.
Would do the middle ones, the 2 on the edge, or like any 2 on the outside.
That would get a lot though, yeah.
Yeah, like if you did a hypnotic pattern and I did hypnotic pattern, that's as long as quite a few of them fail.
Yeah.
And it's wisdom save. I don't know what these guys get for whiz.
Nah, Click has managed to always pull off.
Yeah, these guys don't get bonuses to whiz, so they're going to have to actually beat our DC.
Yeah, Bearded Devils are like CR3. They're not great. They're not gonna do very well.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think a hypnotic pattern can take enough of them out.
Just assume.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I will
devils
just
are
point
resistant
out
to charm.
my little observation is that we know that one is a dragon and they're playing dragon chess, and the other one has said that he wants to change his form. I'm gonna pretty much assume that this guy will change into some kind of dragon, especially as we can't see his hit points. Speaking of hit points, that's 350 worth of hit points we have to chew through, even before we find out what this guy has got.
And legendary saves. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, but
Lair action.
But we don't have. Look, if we can take out, let's say, 4 or 5 of the bearded devils just using hypnotic pattern, you don't have to do any damage to them to actually. And remember, you can't do full damage. Like Xanaphia, none of. Yeah, it will be. Xanaphia, none of your stuff does what do you call it? Subduing damage. All of your stuff does real damage.
Yeah, I actually think we're gonna quite easily chew through bearded devils, because you remember what happened with those like spine devils last time. We just one-shot them.
That would
So,
be my
like-
observation. Is that Anthony like watched us wreck that last encounter he thought we were going to die in. I can't believe this is what he had planned. Like,
I don't think he was thinking of us. I think he was just thinking more of a challenge than just.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, though, we just
can't be it.
like I don't know how Xanaphia actually does any damage in the next combat at all, unless you're like you know, taking the strongest one that took no damage at all and spreading your arrows around.
Just go to the
Do
boss.
just like one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be trying to do sneak attack or anything like that. I'd just be trying to do base damage and no Gloomstalker damage because.
Well, no, look at these guys. I got 52 health. You could probably unload on your first turn and almost kill one, but you almost certainly wouldn't kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the one
perfect.
that you. So the one that you'd want to do is one on the edge, like either at the very top or the very bottom, because we're not going to be able to get them all using Hypnotic Pattern. But if we can get one, but I would be very careful that you don't wreck it, because he's only, like I said, he's only got 52 hit points. If you do enough, you could kill it.
Yeah, like if I have a staff of thunder lightning, my lightning bolt maximized. If some of them fail their saves, they will just drop it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, and they don't have a great save. That's why I'm saying maybe you don't want to do it maximized. You just do a standard lightning bolt.
yeah.
What is the conventional?
86.
Sorry?
Now.
Max. That's...
Say again.
Sorry, no, you go, Luciene.
Oh no, I'm just doing math in my head. You go. Just like 8d6. Like
You said
max. So.